On a sweltering summer evening in Manhattan, Peter Parker rushed down the cobblestone streets of Greenwich Village. He felt the abrasive heat on his skin, each step releasing a cloud of dust. It had been just another ordinary day of high school until an unexpected news flash disrupted the monotony. A notorious scientist, Dr. Octavius, had masterminded a nefarious plan to envelop the city in a perpetual blackout. Energy spikes had been reported all over the city, signaling chaos. Peter's senses tingled as he neared the epicenter of the disturbance. The scent of burning rubber and the cacophony of car alarms filled the air. Even with his everyday troubles of homework and navigating adolescence, Peter knew his duties as Spider-Man had to come first. Stashing his books behind a dumpster, he donned his iconic red and blue suit in an alley shrouded in shadows. Webbing his way to the towering skyline, he caught sight of the dimming city below, the buildings losing their luminescence one block at a time. Floating silently above the streets and surveying the spectacle, Peter caught sight of Dr. Octavius' mechanical arms slithering from a rooftop like malevolent appendages. The scientist himself, with his wild hair and maniacal grin, stood atop a makeshift command center, orchestrating the chaos. "You can't hide forever, Doc," shouted Peter, swinging directly into the fray. With cat-like reflexes, he narrowly dodged a swipe from one of Octavius' arms. The battle intensified as the two danced a deadly ballet across the rooftop. Each move was countered with precise agility, Peter's webs tangling with the mechanical monstrosity with electrifying ferocity. In the midst of the clash, Peter's mind wandered to Aunt May, who would be utterly clueless about the nocturnal battles her nephew fought. The stakes were high, but failure was not an option. Channeling every ounce of resolve, Peter targeted the control panel on Octavius' back, managing to sever the connection in a perfectly timed maneuver. The chaos instantly ceased. With a deafening silence, the city lights gradually flickered back to life, one by one. Octavius, subdued and defeated, was left entangled in a web of his own creation. Exhausted but relentless, Peter webbed the villain for the authorities, the dull ache of exhaustion spreading through his muscles. Descending to the street, he picked up his discarded books and vanished into the night, just another teenager amid the crowd. The city had been saved once again, but for Peter, it was merely another day in the life of an extraordinary young man balancing two very different worlds.